Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Mystic Holistic. I'm your host Dr. Vibha Pawar, and in today's session we're going to talk about how to improve your mental health. So just like how we improve our physical health via exercises and doing regular practices, similarly our mental health also needs to follow certain routines, certain practices that can nurture our mind and actually improve our mental capabilities or mental abilities extensively. Okay, so there are certain basic practices that one can follow to ensure that our mental health is either maintained or improved over a period of time. So without further delay, let's just deep dive into it. So the first practice of improving your mental health is reading. Yes, that's correct. Just how we eat our food every day to maintain the energy levels for our physical body, similarly we have to feed into the mental state or mind as well, so that our mental ability or mental state is maintained at a certain level, or it can improve from certain level to a better abilities. So how do we read? Because we read every time. You're always on the internet, you're always on television, there is so much of information flowing in from every direction. So how do we differentiate as to what needs to go in as a food for your thought versus what needs to be ignored? So it's very simple. All the positive things that you read actually feed into your mental abilities or mental health to improve. So whatever you're reading, just ensure that it's either inspiring or it is going to make you happy. Anything that has a negative impact on your emotion, that can put you into a stressful situation, you should definitely avoid it, because that's not healthy for your mind. The second important thing is exercise. Correct. Just like how we do exercises for our physical body and fitness, similarly our mind also needs to be exercised on a regular basis. When we were kids, we used to solve a lot of riddles, and our mental abilities always used to be at par. But as we grow up, we get caught up in the routine, and then the routine follows, and we never actually move out of our routine and change our thought process or change our thinking or challenge the way we think at times. So it's very important that you engage yourself into a routine activities of solving riddles, because what it will do is it will improve your problem solving abilities. The third important thing is eating a good diet. Yes, that's correct. Our mind, our brain also needs all the micronutrients it can get so that it can function properly. And all the micronutrients you can get it from either your multivitamins supplements that you take as an additional one, or through your food and diet. So ensure that you have a very healthy diet, you have lots of nuts as a part of your diet, so that your food for your brain is always up to the mark and you do not fall into any deficiencies that can lead to secondary symptoms of mental deprivations. The next most important thing is goal setting. Yes, that's correct. So setting small goals for yourself on a daily basis, not the overwhelming type, not the long-term goals, small activity goals and ensuring that they are getting completed on time is very important, because the moment you are able to complete a goal, you are actually setting up a positive emotion in your brain saying, which feels good, that you have accomplished something, that boost up your confidence that yes, you can complete certain things, yes, you can do certain things, and slowly and steadily you can increase the intensity of your goals and challenges as well. But it is very imperative that you set certain goals for yourself every day, every hour, so that you keep accomplishing it, and that positive mindset keeps registering in your brain that yes, you can do things very well, and you have the ability. That will definitely boost your self-confidence to a next level. The next important thing that you can do is affirmations. Yes, positive affirmations can actually help you sustain a mental health or mental level that always keeps you in a good mood, And when you're in good mood, your thought process, your thinking capability is at par. So it is very important that you write your own positive affirmations and practice them at least once a day, so that your brain actually gets triggered on the right directions. The next important and it's not the least, but it is really very important factor, is to organize things. Most of your stress actually gets generated when you're disorganized. Organizing things well in advance actually gives you a breathing space for any last minute changes that you can deal with efficiently. So always organize your day. Do not take anything extra than you can digest for the day. Okay, so learn to say no. Being assertive is a skill. It can be developed over a period of time, but ensure that when you want to say no, just say no, because taking extra workload is not going to solve your problem, is not going to solve anybody's problem. You're going to end up being stressed and your productivity is going to go down. So rather, just take how much you can do in a day and justify that work with good quality, so that your productivity, efficiency are always maintained at par, and that also will lead to decreased stress levels for you. So with that thought, I will conclude today's episode. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. How do you like it? If there are any topics that you want me to cover from the medical point of view as well, please do let me know. I'll be happy to take it up. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next episode. See ya.